We put on an indoor drumline show every year, but this has turned into something much more than just an indoor drumline performance for us. Enjoy our final performance of Time and Time Again. Have some fun, guys. We are doing the same thing that like a theater show would do, just while playing music. So we've got a front ensemble, which is marimbas, vibraphones, many, many cymbals all across the entire front ensemble. Snare drums, tenor drums, bass drums. You have marching cymbals.
A Norton show has to have a meaning. The Norton shows tend to have something that's face value. You can watch the boards turn and you can watch the words.
They say history repeats itself, but what they should say is that we make the same mistakes.
We were going to portray 5 different historical parallels. The overarching concept of we will learn from our mistakes.
We write that on the board so that we don't ever do that again.
Black Tuesday.
We give you great detail about the stock market crash.
This was to be the most devastating stock market crash in American history.
And then the second one is we give you a lot of information about the assassination of Abraham Lincoln.
John Wilkes Booth entered Ford's Theater and shot Abraham Lincoln.
And then we get to the second one of that, and we don't tell you, we never say John F. Kennedy. We just tell you Dallas, Texas.
1963, shots rang out, and it happened again.
We got to the 3rd historical parallel, which has to do with school shootings and violence in schools.
And the parallel we were making was Columbine High School.
13 dead, 24 injured. At that time, the deadliest high school shooting in U.S. history.
And then Sandy Hook. And those were the 2 that we were going to parallel. At that point, we had written the music. Students were learning the music. We had written a visual progression for that part of the show. And literally it was the week of the Parkland shootings.
And we were rehearsing and we're putting these high school names on these boards, and we're just kind of, taken back by what it is we're designing, and realize that that's what it needs to be, that needs to be the entirety of the message.
And I looked at Josh Mitchell and just said, this whole thing changes right here. Everything's different. And so we created the progression that led to Stoneman Douglas.
Since that day at Columbine High School, it has happened again and again.
And again. And again. And again.
To have that young generation see what it is that we're trying to portray, and not see what it is via the news, via the TV, but to see what it is via the people that sit beside them in their classes.
And then when they turned around, it was like, it has to say never again.
And portraying a message that is so important in today's society, and so important for young people to hear. The fact that everyone out there is fully engaged in what we're doing and hearing our message.
If they realize that at this age, not when they become older, not when they become the teachers or the politicians or the doctors or the lawyers or whatever. If they realize that at 16 years old, they got some time to really put a plan together to make sure that they never make the same mistakes again.